loser do I get to torture tonight?
Oh, jeez. We're live, so don't do that. So, I want to talk to you guys about some crazy shit that's going on online with a bunch of people who grew up on too many conspiracy theories, and now they think every fucking thing in the world is a conspiracy. First of all, guys, just because someone gets shot or something happens in the news doesn't automatically mean that it's the CIA. Right? I know that you guys, the fuck the CIA, the fuck the CIA is my fucking, you suck. And then they give them all this power, like, there's multiple shooting positions with laser guns and fucking it's impossible. They had a patsy, everything set up. It's all, whatever. That's not the way the real world works, guys. The way that this really actually works, hello, to you. The way that this actually works is that they influence cultures, they influence thinking, and they rev people up until someone who's really stupid, like Capturado Robinson, decides to go and shoot someone who'd never harmed anyone. So
I dyed my hair cherry.
we're going to go over some images of various posts on Facebook where this drivel is being pushed. Capturado Robinson. This is image 5. Candace Owens shocked fans by releasing a never-before-seen photo of Tyler Robinson, calm and composed at 6:38 p.m. inside a Dairy Queen just 7 minutes from campus. Internet users believe they may have spotted a hidden clue, and this exact timestamp could change the entire story. Okay. Or does it point to a part of the timeline no one expected? This photo is spreading like wildfire, and the online debate shows no signs of slowing down. There's no online debate. You see this person's face and his supposed calm and composed and collected demeanor. That's because he's a half brain-dead autism spectrum sociopath. And his text messages, which we're going to get into shortly, indicate that this is the kind of person who, after shooting someone's dad, said that that I guess Grandpa, after today, Grandpa's rifle does okay. That was a 2K scope or some bullshit that he texted. So he's proud already of what he's done. And these people, but you can see because his face is so calm and collected that he clearly wasn't at the crime scene. I'm not sure that's what they're arguing, but there's a bunch of people who are. Getting into image 14. Kirk didn't fall the way they said. A detailed video analysis of the Kirk case by a former U.S. Marine. And what he uncovered from the crime scene evidence could shatter the official story forever. And then they show this CCTV photo of Capturado Robinson with a red circle around it, a picture of Charlie Kirk speaking seconds before he was killed, and then another sequence of photos that I'm not showing on this stream that's basically the instant that the rifle round crashed through his neck. And you can see the impact of that in three photos. And so I just cropped that because that's a bunch of sensationalist bullshit that shouldn't be on there, doesn't need to be on there, and doesn't align with whatever version of the trajectory analysis these people are talking about. I saw the video. There is a vapor trail that comes in from the left side of the screen towards the right, zips through him. I guarantee you that is where the shot came from. It's from the direction that we were told. You can see it happen on the video. You can see that. I'm not recommending people watch this terribly disturbing video, but there is a visible vapor trail from the rifle round that hits Kirk.
And it is very sad, and we are sad about it.
It's not good. So, there's a bunch of...
No, just because there's no chair.
Okay. And so there's a bunch of people online who are thinking like this and thinking along these lines. What?
You want me to leave?
No, only because you're doing...
No, just because I was trying to...
There's a bunch of people online who think like this, and they come up with these ridiculous hypotheses that are nothing based on nothing. Then there's pictures that they have in the post, like an arrow pointing from another direction. Like, what the fuck is that arrow supposed to mean? I've seen the video. There's a vapor trail. So it's crazy, and these are the same people that are saying that the text messages are faked. They're not faked. You know how I know for sure that the text messages are not faked? That the government is ready to take this to a trial. And if not the state, the federal government is, I mean, they're not prepared for trial, but that's what they want to do, is take this to a trial and kill him. And they have to be prepared to present those text messages as evidence under oath on the stand and submit it to the court record. If a defense strategy, I think eventually, the federal government will pursue that. Basically, they have to be prepared to stand by those text message logs, and if the defense strategy is to verify or debunk that information, the defense attorneys can subpoena the phone companies on their own, separate from the government, and retrieve records into Tyler Robinson's or Capturado Robinson's text messages, and therefore either verify or falsify those claims by the government, in which case the government would be absolutely screwed. They can't just manufacture evidence and present it in court. And if they do, they would be very careful to make sure that it's evidence that can't be verified to be fake. I can't think of any specific examples. I guess maybe with the Lindbergh kidnapping, but there's too much to get into there, where the government presented fraudulent evidence in court. I'm sure it's happened or whatever. But in this particular case, cell phone text message logs and conversations 100% are not being faked. And so then people say, oh, but it doesn't sound like it's a 22. It sounds like it's an older guy. It says a Cash Paddle wrote them. Guys, Cash Paddle is already incompetent enough that we don't have to make stories up about him to make fun of him and explain how bad he has been. Because Cash Paddle put the American people at danger when he did what he did on Twitter, essentially, or by being the FBI director, and at that time. And what? And so we can just focus on the real things if we want to discredit the government, because there's plenty of real information to go on there. Why are people making stuff up to tarnish the government? There's so many real things that they did that are insanely crazy. And if you want to put that on blast, if it's true. But we can always, fact check your information and look into these places. And I've got plenty of conspiracy theories for you guys that I think could be fact checked and verified to be, accurate and true. And
I found it.
Nice. I'm not gonna name a list, but let's not make up stories about fake text messages that you can't fake. It's too verifiable. Okay. So there's no conspiracy. There's nobody would go along with that crazy plan. That plan sucks. I forgot to mention last time when we talked about all of his mistakes, and I enumerated them not all of them, but many of them, and talked about all the different things that he did that almost got him caught, or would have got him caught eventually, and inevitably. What? I forgot to mention the whole thing about him jumping off of a roof, because if he goes and snipes someone, and then he jumps off a roof, what if he breaks his leg? He doesn't know. He's clearly not that smart, guys. Oh, but the writing is so smart. No, it's not. Those text messages are not well written. So, it's always too smart. That's because you're too dumb. You think, it's the CIA. The CIA did not do this shooting. The CIA doesn't shoot people from 200 yards away, generally speaking. Though there were some exceptions made in the case of Kennedy, because that was a very contingency planned shooting. That was supposed to happen, I believe, earlier in the tour that he was giving. Like, Kennedy was doing a multiple state tour, and they had, I think the LBJ barbecue. It's possible that the LBJ barbecue was last, but I don't think that the, quote, deep state wanted to wait until that time. But there's some stuff about that where better ambushes were set up during that Kennedy campaign, and these things have been uncovered. But the one in Dallas kind of was just forced in as a sort of a contingency. So they got the Secret Service drunk and then did everything else they did, which is very famous. All the Secret Service agents the night before the Kennedy assassination were very drunk. But these are, in general, what?
Why?
They all got drunk at a bar and then lost their badges and guns and stuff on accident.
Why?
I don't know. Someone got them drunk, I guess. They got themselves drunk. Something happened. Channel, I can't do it for you, Channel. That's it.